Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Liam Tate. So to start off, we're going to look at personalization in B2B marketing. So fitting personalization into your digital strategy. It's very important to do this in this day and age. But firstly, to do it, you need to understand your audience. So I have to ask you guys a few questions. Who here loves it when something just happens for you? Could you put your hand up, please? So there's a consensus. Who here knows what personalization is? Okay. Who here actually implemented personalization at their company? Perfect. Alright, so what is personalization? We first need to define personalization. It's dynamically tailoring your marketing efforts to the wants and needs of your users. But before we look at personalization and where it fits into your strategy, we also need to understand where it sort of sits in the whole marketing space. So within the digital marketing space, we know things like SEO and SEM. But then there's this third circle, which is actually conversion rate optimization. Conversion rate optimization is made up of these 6 elements. So as you can see, there is measuring, reporting, analyzing, strategizing, designing, and implementing. That's fine. With that, you've also got to understand that CRO is a system for increasing the percentage of visitors to the website for converting to customers, or more generally, take any desired action on a web page. So having lots of conversations with different organizations and agencies alike, we always have, what is CRO? I thought I'd define what it isn't, because there are certain things that people say that are myths. So it's definitely not about guesses, and it's definitely not about hunches or what everyone else is doing. It's not driven by the highest paid person's opinion, which is the hippo, and it's also about getting as many users as possible. It's not about getting as many users as possible, regardless of the quality or engagement. So what is CRO about? Well, it's actually a structured and systematic approach to improving the performance of your website. It's informed by insights, so mainly things like analytics and user feedback. It's also about defining your website's unique objectives and needs, taking the traffic you already have and making the most of it. So moving towards what personalization is about, we look at the businesses that personalize web experiences see an average of 19% increase in sales. So I have a question for you guys. What does 2% increase in sales mean to your business, let alone 19%? These are things that personalization goes to set out. I don't want you guys to go home tonight and implement some form of personalization, and I'm not including email marketing as personalization, and calling me up and saying, hey, you get 19% increase. It's not a silver bullet, but if you do implement it effectively, I guarantee you guys will see increases in your sales. 71% of companies fit personalization to their websites. So before we saw a show of hands, and roughly, it wasn't 71% exactly. We should have probably used these to do the poll before. But we would have seen that there aren't many organizations actually using it. So that in itself presents an opportunity to create a unique offering to individuals and organizations. So personalization is both effective and effective. I say this because it's effective at achieving results, business-wise, and it's also effective at reaching out to your consumers and businesses on an emotional level. So I want to show you guys some examples. There aren't a lot of examples in the B2B space, but the best thing about it is we can take takeaways from those examples. So the first one being the Share a Code campaign. I'm sure a lot of you see it, a lot of you know it, and have all interacted with it in some way or form. Either you went and bought a code can with your name on it, or you went and got one made, or someone bought you one for you. So in that, Coca-Cola itself admitted that personalization is not just a fad, but it's actually a way of life. In saying that as well, you've also got 3 takeaways from this. You need to research your target market. It's qualitative and quantitative data. Without data, you cannot personalize. So on that, you also need to let businesses drive your success. So we were talking before about communities, and we know the power of social influence. All it takes is one bad review online for someone to make a decision, yes or no, between your business and signing that contract. Thirdly, and lastly, connect on a personal level. Personalize. Netflix. So any of you Netflix users out there, show of hands who've watched the recommended side. It's quite personalized. But what is behind it? Collaborative filtering. So it's actually it's a mathematical formula with machine learning that actually plays data. So you obviously need to have existing customers to understand it. It is on the much more technical side of the CRO and personalization side, but it is also known that once you do effectively implement it, you will see an increase in sales and also turn leads into customers and customers into returning customers. Tinder. This is a great one. Yes, in the C2C market, Tinder are helping you to actually convert. So they're essentially implemented a new feature on their app, which is called Smart Photos. It's A/B testing your photo profile pictures and showing you which ones are most effective at getting you a match. And that is a basic form of machine learning as well. On that, there's three great lessons from that, which is keeping your existing clients engaged. Your client's success is your success. And if in doubt, test it. If you've got features that you're not sure or you've got ideas that you want to test in the market, do an A/B test. See which one gets a better result rather than going off just a gut feeling. This is a great one. Is the Salesforce guy still here? Maybe not. Anyway, so Demandbase put together a dynamic website. So this is a B2B example. What has actually happened here is Demandbase has worked out the IP address for Salesforce Office. So anytime an individual from that IP address logs onto the website, this message appears. It's personalized using the dynamic nature of it, but it was also effective enough for the Salesforce employee to go and write a blog about it and tell it to everyone else. So I wanted to do a live demonstration of this, and my fingers crossed that it worked. Some of you may have just received an email, or should have received an email from Leo. It's just a very basic example of how you can. It will have gone to your registered email addresses for the event. You can have a look and just see. It's, as I said, a basic example, but there's also a white paper there on A/B testing if you want to know more. So personalizing and customizing using the available data. A lot of you have probably sat there and gone, hey, we're a startup, we don't have data, we don't have customers. We don't know what data is there, or you may know of some data, but you're not sure how to utilize it. So I wanted to sort of go into what you can use at this present moment in time. So this here in itself is an example when A/B testing website gets a lead. Someone will go and put a manual input of their email and phone number above the red line. But below the red line is a bunch of scripts. Some of you may be able to pick out some words there like Australia, etc. What I've actually gone and done is extracted that data for you guys. So here you can see we've got location. So we know this individual's from Australia, New South Wales, Sydney, and Darwin. That's based off his IP address. Device is a Mac OS X user. That's given through the browser. The actual browser itself, Mozilla Firefox. The source, he was a direct arrival. Great indication for us to know that something's happening out there in our outdoor or even in conversations on a day-to-day for this individual to actually come through directly onto our website. The time, the 21st of September at 1:57 p.m. and his ISP was TPG. Alright, so there's some data there that you guys are probably sitting going, well, yeah, cool, I knew that, or what can you do with it? What I've actually gone and done is put some examples together. So using location, you can pre-fill forms. So we all have contact us forms on our website, and we've just done here a basic example of filling out Australia because we know based off that IP it's from Australia. But then on the right here, you've actually got images of Sydney. So similar to that Salesforce example, you can actually use dynamic imagery. With that dynamic imagery, you can then start creating personal levels with your customers and also creating relevance and also some sort of contact. So the neural pathways go, oh, I'm familiar with that. What's more about this one? And on that, further to, you'll see a second image. It's obviously not such a nice image of the Opera House, but what it's actually indicating is it's based off weather. So we can actually target, based off the IP address and knowing the time of day, a live serve message. Maybe not so relevant for technology companies like A/B testing, but it is relevant for e-commerce businesses and things like and businesses like that. On the basis that you can actually go and serve them, for example, a barbecue company could serve a barbecue on sunny days, but if it's raining, go and serve them heaters. And these are live dynamic websites that can actually happen. So targeting by device. We know that he was a Mac OS X user, so if I'm showing a demonstration or a visual image of how our tool works, we'll actually use, for example, a Mac OS X. He's familiar with the device, so therefore he can once again become familiar and relate to the brand. But also, there are some insights that come from knowing devices. So for example, he's a Mac OS X user, he may have a higher budget, but it's not a guarantee. Traffic source, it's a given. If you're doing any AdWords campaigns, you know that the keywords the users are using, therefore you shouldn't be putting unrelated content. And if you are, you should change that. Time and or data. I love this one. The reason I love this one is because it's so underutilized. We know that we're not the same person on Monday as we are on Friday. let alone we're not the same person at 9 a.m. in the morning as we are at 5 p.m. at night. So with dynamic websites and using time and day, you can actually start creating messages that only appear at certain times of the day, knowing that that's the best way to interact with the individuals. Obviously, you need to collect more data, and there is a machine learning mechanism behind it. But nonetheless, could you guys imagine that if I was to send a message to you saying, hey, go check out this website, you logged on, and you saw this message, g'day, happy Friday afternoon, how are you guys feeling, thank you for visiting the website. It's probably not the best idea, but at the same time, it's something that's unique. So on that, there's a number of other sources and ways to collect data and utilize it. This is an example of the A/B testing library that we have, which is just using advanced targeting. There's things in there like data management platforms, which we integrate with, which is another form of personalization. Then there's the weather and e-commerce, and you can also determine if they're new or return visitors. So then onto that, who is A/B testing? Well, we're actually an international company. We once were a SaaS. We're now 100 employees strong. We're a global company. We started in Paris. We're located here in Sydney as well. We have an offering of, we do A/B testing, personalization, re-engagement of users. We're one suite, 3-module tool. We have 100% multi-channels, and we also test mobile applications as well as websites. We work with 350 great brands, more than 350 great brands globally. And we have local partner agencies that actually specialize in CRO. So if you feel like you want to look into those strategies, feel free to reach out to one of them. And thank you.